Call the regular city council meeting of October 17th to order. We do have a quorum. Let's please stand and pledge to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All individuals are asked to either silence or turn off cell phones, pages, or other electronic devices that may disrupt the meeting. Approval of agenda. Approve the agenda as posted in accordance with open meeting law and here and place all agenda items on the table for discussion. What's the wish of the council?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Got a motion by Alderman Hercock, second by Councilman Liljegren to approve the agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes. A copy of the minutes for the special work session meeting of October 3rd, 2016. The regular meeting of October 3rd, 2016 are enclosed. What's the wish of the council?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Knopfler, second by Councilman Hansen to approve the minutes. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the bills. Checks 95,092 through 95,204, totaling $301,535.22. Mr. Gushik?
Turn to page 6. If you have any concerns, bring them up. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9.
The POS system at the golf course. Yep.
We hadn't paid for it yet, so this is the initial payment.
And this is the new one we got once Rich came aboard.
Yes.
Page 10. Page 11. Final totals are on page 12, and I make a motion to approve the checks mentioned by the president, council president, for $301,535.22.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Gushik, second by Mayor Zilka for approval of the bills. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Awards, donations, presentations, donations, resolution 2016-58, accept donations, third quarter. Adopt, Larry.
Before you have resolution 2016-58, which includes donations for the third quarter of the year. Included in the list are AEDs from CHI St. Gabriel's Health, 12 oxygen tanks for the police department from Central McGowan, $12,587 from the Gulf Extravaganza to be used for the golf course, and then preliminary breath testers from Minnesota Office of Traffic Safety for the police department.
What's the wish of the council?
Make a motion to approve resolution 2016-58.
Got a motion by Councilman Gushik, second by Alderman Hercog. Approve resolution 2016-58. Any discussion?
Just like to say thank you to those groups for those donations to us.
Resolution, call a roll.
Oya?
Yes.
Turcott?
Yes.
Liljegren?
Yes.
Zilka?
Yes.
Hensler?
Abstain.
Hansen?
Yes.
Bushik?
Yes.
Knopfler?
Yes.
Carries.
Consent agenda, animal control report, September 2016 received. Building department report, September 2016 received. Fire department report, September 2016 received. Heritage Preservation Commission minutes, October 2016 received. Hired Dwayne Swada, seasonal groundskeeper, golf course, ratify and confirm. Housing Redevelopment Authority minutes, September 2016 received. Internship, Brad Knapp, or
Yeah.
Water Treatment Facility, authorize and approve. Morrison County Attorney's Prosecution Report, August 2016 received. Public Works Department Report, September 2016 received. Resignations, Lucy Canner, Library Board, received, accept. Water Treatment Facility Report, September 2016 received. What's the wish of the council on the consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Gushek, second by Councilman Knopfla for approval. Any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to discuss the resignation of Lucy Tanner. She's been a really good person to work with, and she's done a lot for the library. It's always a sad day to see someone like that resign, but she's at the time of her life, she wants to do some other things, so I'd just like to commend her for all of her good work.
I would agree. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Lettings, GMC Sierra 3/4 ton pickup, Nelson Auto Center for the street department. Greg?
Yeah, we're looking at replacing our 1999 Dodge pickup with a 3/4 ton. The current Dodge that we have has about 149,000 miles on it, and it's starting to get to the point in its life where a bunch of little things are starting to break on it. And in the memo, we've already fixed a number of things, but it just seems that whatever we fix something else seems to go wrong with it. We did include this in our 2016 budget, a new vehicle at the street department, and so we're looking at replacing it with a 2017 regular cab, 3/4 ton from Nelson Auto Center out of Prairie Falls. We budgeted $30,000, and the state bid comes in at $25,299.61.
What's the wish of the council?
Make a motion to.
Second.
Got a motion by Alderman Hurkak, second by Councilman Logren. Any discussion?
I think it's a wise choice to move that truck down the road. Usually when they hit that many miles, you're only looking for more repairs. And Dodge parts are not cheap. I'm glad you're going, even though I'm a Dodge guy, I'm glad you're going to the Sierra.
Is this one gonna need a plow?
Oh, no, this one does not get bought.
Greg, we always have the discussion about why can't we purchase locally, and would you just touch on that with the state bid, the price that we give is typically unmatchable?
True. The state goes out and selects or receives quotes for vehicles such as this and all the vehicles that the state purchases. We're able to purchase off of that state bid as well and get the same prices that the state will get for all their fleet vehicles. The pricing that you get here is, you won't be able to get that anywhere else other than the state bid. And municipalities and other local governments as well as the state and county, they're the only ones that can go off of the state bid and get these prices through that dealer.
Thank you. So we got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Toro Groundsmaster 360 mower, MTI Distributing Golf Course, ratify and confirm.
Yep, we are looking at replacing one of our, I should take that back. We're looking at getting a new fairway mower for the golf course.
Rough mower.
For the golf course. We had one of our mowers go down a couple weeks ago, and it was out for a couple of days. Rich, he got an email from MTI, they're the distributor for our Toro products. They have a demo model that they were using, and they were looking at getting rid of this fall. It has 316 hours on it, I believe it was 318 hours on it. Sorry. And they're asking $17,583. But Rich did the research on what a comparable model that same year and same hours would go for, between $22,000 and $25,000 is what that would go for. We were anticipating on including this in our 2017 budget, but seeing that this was as inexpensive as it was, or at such a discount, we decided to try and go ahead and get this particular machine from MTI. We did speak with Mr. Rodemacher and then Leif, as well as Mr. Hanfler, in regards to purchasing this mower because it was such a discount than what it normally would cost us, and we did go ahead and acquire that. It has not been delivered yet, but they will be delivering it here shortly. So tonight we are asking the council to ratify and confirm the purchase of the Groundsmaster 360 from MTI Distributing of $17,583.08 to be charged to the Golf Improvement Fund.
What's the wish of the council?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Mayor Zuka, second by Councilman Bushik for approval. Discussion?
Yeah, what's the lifespan of these mowers that are used as extensively as they are?
Well, the two that we have, one has 5,000 hours on it, and the other one has 6,000 hours on it. So we use them quite a bit.
There is a couple additional features with this mower. It will have a mulching kit, so it'll help us better take care of the leaves. It has a larger deck than our current mowers, so that'll help increase the speed at which we mow. As well as this is actually a faster overall rough mower than what our current mowers are. It's built for that more all-terrain type surface that the rough typically mows in. So it will easily improve efficiency in the mowing of our roughs.
Any other discussion?
That would mean that less time mowing and the labor could do something.
Less time mowing, less time fixing the mowers that keep breaking down. This is in the high priority list of equipment improvements that the golf course needs.
I know it's about 25% off.
Yeah.
So with this, we can
Get them to set it down maybe another setting.
We'll talk to Rich about that.
You spend a lot of time in the rough.
We've had,
That's not where you play, is it? That's where I play.
yeah, we've heard many comments about the 3 feet span right off of the fairway that tends to get more fertilizer and water than the rest of the fairway goes from.
So that 20,000 come out to 17 budget?
That's correct, yes.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Ordinance number 91, 6 series, authorizing direct sale of property. Getzer Holdings LLC, introduced on 10-3. Adopt. Lori, you want to?
So this ordinance would sell some property that the city currently owns to Getzer Holdings. Getzer Holdings owns a building in the Northwest Industrial Park. They take wood and chip it for chicken barns and that kind of stuff for bedding. And they need more space to store their wood, their products, so that they can make more bedding to sell. So they approached the EDA, and the EDA recommended that we sell it to them. The selling price would be $25,000.
I'll make a motion, sell that property.
Have a second?
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Bushik, second by Alderman Hurkak. Approve ordinance number 91. Or adopt. Any discussion?
That's pretty much the going price for that amount of land.
We compared it to, there was another sale of some property in the industrial park by a private party. And when I looked at the price per square foot of that versus we're getting more per square foot, almost 30% more per square foot than what the other private property sold for.
Sounds like a good deal.
And the quality of land, Lori, wasn't it some lowland?
Correct, with that they're buying from us, it's not real developable, buildable property, so it'll be good for storage of wood.
Yeah, they're looking at external storage of their logs too. So
Well, they're looking at potentially adding some more jobs along with that, so it's a win-win for us.
Yeah, that land has been sitting there for the 40 years or more that the industrial park has been there. It now would be back on the tax rolls, and I believe that 7 employees would be hired shortly as they expand the business. So I think for everyone concerned, I think this is a positive deal.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, ordinance, call the roll.
Hurkah,
Yes?
Liljegren,
Yes.
Zilka,
Yes.
Antler,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Bushik,
Yes.
Knopfler,
Yes.
Boyer.
Yes.
Carries.
Minnesota Department of Transportation Alternative Grant, letter of intent, authorized, Greg?
Yeah, we touched on this a little bit in the work session. I'd like authorization tonight to go ahead and submit the letter of intent to the Minnesota Department of Transportation for a transportation alternatives grant. There's a number of projects that I'd like to include in that letter of intent. We'd like to add 3 rectangular rapid flashers, one at Lindbergh School, one at Lincoln, and one at Mary of Lourdes Middle School. I'd like to look at a trail along Pine Avenue. I'd like to look at a sidewalk on 6th Street Southwest between Lincoln and the Boys and Girls Club, and then a sidewalk on 9th Street Northeast, north of Lindbergh and north of the Highway 27 there. The project amount is $600,000. The local match is a minimum of 20%. Usually it's a little above that because we try to fit in, that $1.6 million range for this particular area. So we try to look at what other projects are out there and fit in that total dollar amount. So tonight, I'd like the council to approve the letter of intent for the transportation alternatives at an estimated project cost of $600,000.
It's the wish of the council.
I'll make a motion to approve the letter of intent.
I'll second that.
Got a motion by Councilman Hanson, second by Councilman Knopfler. Any discussion?
You did say before it's for 2021.
Yes, for the grants, they are programmed out 5 years, so it's for fiscal year 2021. There is the potential that if we wanted to build it sooner, that we would then get paid back in 2021. So that option is out there if we wanted to do that sooner, we could. Otherwise, it would be in 2021 when those funds would be available.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Petition, surface improvements, 3rd Avenue Northeast between 4th and 5th Streets Northeast. Correct?
We received a petition from a number of property owners along 3rd Avenue Northeast between 4th and 5th Street. There's 75% of the property owners signed the petition, so tonight we are looking at the council to receive that petition, and then later on in the agenda, we'll be looking at further action as well for this stretch. But tonight, this item, just to accept the petition.
Have a motion?
You have a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Hanson, second by Councilman Gushik to receive the petition. Discussion?
Yes, I tried to drive down that street today, and the patches on the patches on the patches are pretty ragged.
In order to get this many people to sign the petition, you must want it done.
Well, it looks like the church council.
Mischaracterized the petition here. It's one property owner, and then the person across the street is on the church council, so.
Well, it is a large portion of the property owners abutting the property.
Because I think the only other one, the house is for sale, and that's side footage anyway, so they're not going to be impacted that hard.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Resolution 2016-53, certified delinquent utilities and miscellaneous accounts, adopt. Lori?
You have before you tonight the resolution that would certify delinquent utilities and other miscellaneous bills to the county for collection. As far as utilities go, some of the reason that typically we will shut water off if their bills become too high or too delinquent. But in some cases, we can't shut the water out. The shut-offs, might shut off 2 or 3 homes rather than just the one, or the shut-offs aren't working, we have to dig them up, whatever. Some of them are sewer only, some of them are garbage and recycling only, and then some of them, the miscellaneous or the other fees are going to be weed mowing, snow removal, that type of thing. So we would ask that you would approve the resolution so we can move forward with certifying these for collection with 2017 property taxes.
It's the wish of the council.
Make a motion to adopt whatever we need to do.
Have a second?
Second.
Got a motion by Alderman Hurkak, second by Councilman Hanson, to approve resolution 2016-53, certified delinquent utility accounts. Any discussion?
Yeah, the filing fee, you mean it costs us $50 just to what, $500 off our bill?
No, that is, we set that in our fee schedule, and we have charged $50 for several years as a filing fee, because we are, we have to send notices out to people. Your bills are due, we continually send the notices out, and then we have to get them all ready to put on the property taxes and then remove them off of the system.
So it's for our extra work, not the county.
Right, we don't, the county doesn't charge us because we actually prepare everything and just email it to them to add to the tax.
Then do we get that fee?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll, please.
Wilchendron?
Yes.
Zilka?
Yes.
Sampler?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Bushik?
Yes.
Knopfler?
Yes.
Boyer?
Yes.
Kirkpac?
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 2016-59, authorize order to raise Minnesota statute 46317. Neil Wilson, adopt. John?
As many of you know, or probably have heard about this property on the southwest side, the building owner has been in the process of demolition or reconstruction of the property. We've made contact with him back in April with our building inspector, sent him a letter back in early September with a due date of September 31st, where he needed to have plans and engineering details about his reconstruction plans for the property. He didn't follow through with that. So part of that letter was if he didn't meet the September 30th deadline, we would be proceeding with our order to raise the building. I believe we've made attempts to contact him. I haven't heard if those have been successful since that his failure to meet the deadline. He has contacted our zoning inspector too about what would happen for rebuilding on the property, but at this point, photos included in the packet on page 37 show the condition of the house as it was last week. It is only secured with a snow fence to prevent access to any other part of the building. There isn't a basement to the structure, so it would be relatively an easy demolition. My hope is to work with the property owner in getting it down in a timely fashion. However, this is our course of our last resort in terms of making sure these hazardous properties start having some direction. So when we send this letter, the procedure is that if he doesn't respond within 20 days, then we could submit it to a judge to get a judgment against the property owner. And we could go in and do the demolition. And then we could petition for those costs of our demolition to go against the property owner, not against the property. So it isn't something that's we're trying to recoup in taxes. When we demo a house and there's no taxable value, we're never going to get that money back. This is actually a judgment against that property owner we would try to receive. Now, that said, this isn't the only house that we have on our radar. There are others and other structures in town that we will be going around and assessing as well, and issuing bringing forward a similar list of hazardous properties.
What's the wish of the council on resolution 2016-59?
I make a motion to approve resolution 2016-59.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Councilman Bushik, second by Councilman Knopfler. for approval of resolution 2016-59. Discussion?
Yes, is this a local resident or an absentee landlord?
No, he does have a house in town as well.
I think this is a good direction. There's been a lot of concern from the neighbors, and it's next to the school, so committee for getting on this, and by seeing this in the paper, it's going to answer a lot of questions people have been having. They thought we're just sitting on this and ignoring it, but
He had an active building permit and he was trying to do something, but it wasn't, it obviously has been taking too long. We did issue him a letter giving him a strict timeline for a response that the building inspector wanted plans and actual engineering feedback to what it was that he was going to do. He didn't follow through with that letter. So we feel it's necessary to take this next step.
Does this start the 20 days?
Tomorrow the letter will be delivered and that starts the 20 days.
And there, did you say there's still a possibility to work together with?
Yep, he can respond if the state sets this procedure. We're following the state statute 463-17 to do this, to initiate this process. If he responds, we can work together to tear the house down. He could authorize us to go in and tear it down, and we just get reimbursed the cost for us doing the demolition. That's absolutely an option. So it is possible that we could do that. If he does respond, he needs to come up with a plan to meet what our requests or demands are, I guess, with this process and meet them in a timely fashion. So it does get this moving, at least, and it gives us a long-term kind of end date to where this issue will be taken care of.
So John, one other question, demolition, would include cleanup then, so just, knock it all down and leave.
Yep, this would be leveling the property and having it completely removed, not just tearing it down. This is removed and all demolition materials removed from the site.
I know according to the law, if he tears it down, he doesn't have to pay the same abatement fees. the
Yeah,
city
likely,
would have
yeah,
to.
if we would go through in our process, I would recommend us do hazard testing, mitigate, and if there are any hazardous materials, asbestos, and the like, we would have to pay to have those mitigated. So that's certainly a risk and a cost that I don't think if I was in his position, I wouldn't want to be taking that on myself if I had means to get rid of it on my own or pay somebody.
Cost him a lot less to remove it himself versus if we did it.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, is it possible this could be a training exercise for the fire department?
That would be a question to the fire chief.
Find hard to believe there's enough there.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the neighbors. It is a non-conforming, well, I don't know if it is a non-conforming lot or not, but it does have some proximity issues. That tree is pretty adjacent, close to the property as well.
I think it's non-conforming. We've discussed this through HRA.
I think it has that. That'd be a question to him. I think that
The risk would be more than the
the
reward.
risk is more than the reward. The liability on those are pretty great, so it has, really want to find that ideal house without much risk of something going awry. Take care of that.
Have to do that, they still got to remove all the contamination, the asbestos, anything before they can burn them anyhow. So,
I think it's as cost effective as it used to be.
right, the old farmhouse, so they go up. So I got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll.
Zilka,
Yes.
Antler,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Bushit,
Yes.
Knappala,
Yes.
Boyum,
Yes.
Hurkah,
Yes.
Liljegren,
Yes.
carries.
Resolution 2016-60, authorize participation of future part-time patrol officer and fire para, adopt, sorry.
Yes, in the past, PERA has required that every time we hire a part-time police officer, that we adopt a resolution authorizing that person's participation in police and fire PERA. They have now said that we can pass a blanket resolution that authorizes any time we hire a part-time officer, that they would automatically be enrolled in PERA. So the resolution before you tonight is that blanket resolution, and then when we have new part-time hires for the police department, we can just submit the resolution along with their information and enroll them in PERA right away, in the police and fire portion of PERA.
What's the wish of the council?
Move to adopt.
Pass.
Got a motion by Councilman Knopf, second by Alderman Hurkak, for resolution 2016-60. Discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll.
Antler?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Bushek?
Yes.
Knappala?
Yes.
Boyum?
Yes.
Hurkak?
Yes.
Liljegren?
Yes.
Zilka?
Yes.
Carries.
Surface and utility improvements, possible 2017 improvement projects. Greg, clock's running.
In front of you, you have 5 resolutions for call for feasibility reports. The first 2, we have petitions on those, and so we would look to have the council accept the petition and call for the feasibility report. The first one is 4th Avenue Northwest between 4th and 5th Street. We're looking at doing street improvements as well as storm sewer on that one. The next one is the petition that we just received this evening, which is on 3rd Avenue between 4th and 5th Street Northeast over by the church. The next one, or the next 3 are actually staff-initiated projects. So we have 7th Street Southeast between 1st Avenue Northeast, which is 27, and 2nd Avenue Southeast, so we're looking at 2 blocks south of there. The next one after that is a continuation of 7th Street between 2nd Avenue and 5th Avenue. And then the last one is order the feasibility report on 9th Street Southeast, between Broadway and 3rd Avenue, going down the hill by the high school. All of these require a simple majority vote for approval to proceed to the feasibility report. You may recall, we've talked before in regards to the 7 out of the 8 vote. That's when you actually order in the projects where you need the 7/8. To start the process and go to the feasibility report, we just need a simple majority, which would be this evening.
Should we work on getting that projector fixed? It seems like every time it's half lit or.
I'm not sure what's going on with that thing.
So resolution 2016-54, accept the petition and call for feasibility report, 4th Avenue Northwest between 4th and 5th Streets. Correct out. Have a motion?
So moved. I'll second.
Motion by Mayor Zilka, second by Councilman Bushek, for resolution 2016-54. Discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call a roll.
Hanson?
Yes.
Bushek?
Yes.
Knappala?
Yes.
Boyum?
Yes.
Hurkak?
Yes.
Liljegren?
Yes.
Zilka?
Yes.
Antler?
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 2016-61, accept petition and call for feasibility report, 3rd Avenue Northeast between 4th and 5th Streets Northeast. Adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Mayor Zilka, second by Councilman Hanson. Any discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call a roll.
Bushek?
Yes.
Knappala?
Abstain.
Boyum?
Yes.
Hurkak?
Yes.
Liljegren?
Yes.
Zilka?
Yes.
Antler?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 2016-55, order feasibility report, 7th Street Southeast between 1st Avenue Northeast and 2nd Avenue Southeast. Adopt. Motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Bushek, second by Councilman Liljegren. Any discussion?
Yeah, is there any drawbacks to proceeding with the feasibility report? At some point, I'm gonna wanna talk about the need to do the first section of that between 1st Avenue and Broadway. Looks pretty decent to me yet.
It's relatively decent. It's relatively decent, but the underground is what we're concerned with. And so that's why we broke it out into 2 sections between Broadway and 2nd Avenue, and then 2nd Avenue and 5th. Our biggest concern, or my biggest concern, is between 2nd and 5th. With doing the feasibility report, we'll be able to dig into that a little bit deeper, to see what type of, how old the pipe is, what the issues are with the pipe. And you're right, we may not need to go forward with the preparation of plans and specs, but I wanted to include it in here, just because it is in that same area, it is in the same age as the stuff south of it, where we're seeing the issues. But that's the reason why we broke it up into two chunks, is because we may not have to do that first one, but I at least wanted to go forward with the feasibility report.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll.
Knopfler,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Turkop,
Yes.
Liljegren.
Yes.
Zilka.
Yes.
Hansler.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Bushek.
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 2016-57, order feasibility report, 9th Street Southeast between Broadway and 3rd Avenue Southeast.
Excuse me, resolution 56.
Okay. Resolution 2016-56, order feasibility report, 7th Street Southeast between 2nd and 5th Avenues Southeast. Adopt.
Make a motion.
Second.
Got a motion by Alderman Herzog, second by Councilman Bushek. For approval. Any discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll.
Williams,
Yes.
Turkop.
Yes.
Liljegren.
Yes.
Zilka.
Yes.
Hansler.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Bushek.
Yes.
Knopfler.
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 2016-57, order feasibility report, 9th Street Southeast between Broadway and 3rd Avenues.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Liljegren, second by Councilman Knopfler. Any discussion?
Yes, I think it's important that people understand that we are not ordering these projects in at this time. We're merely asking for information.
Correct. Hence feasibility.
Do you have, what the issues are with this one, Greg?
With 9th Street Southeast over there, the pavement is obviously in really poor shape. The utilities are extremely old as well. And so rather than just go ahead and put an overlay on it, we want to investigate the utilities a little bit further to see the need for replacement of those. Last thing you want to do is spend money on new blacktop and then have to rip it up or patch it. And so that's kind of the reason behind the feasibility report, and investigate that a little bit more.
That's one we've had some calls on.
That's one we've had calls on in terms of the road by the school, potholes and such.
Any other discussion?
I was just gonna bring up, because after this, east, I noticed nothing's on the west side. Are there some possibilities?
There is 4th Avenue Northwest, that's, that one's up there, that was a petition project. We did receive a petition in today that it wasn't able to get included in the packet. That is on the west side as well. A resident would like us to extend sewer and water to their property on 15th Street, I believe it was. So you'll see that at your next meeting. But in terms of the west side improvements, we are looking at doing our preventive maintenance. A little bit of history on the city of Little Falls. The east side was developed first, and then the west side predominantly was developed in the 60s and 70s. So their infrastructure is a little bit better in terms of the condition than the east side. And so right now we're looking at preserving most of the west side in terms of the pavement, and we have to reconstruct the east side because of its age.
The concerns I usually hear about are the number of dirt roads on the west side. I know there was a person who was supposed to come in and petition for one of them, apparently he didn't. But could we possibly look into that?
I would encourage those that want to get their gravel road blacktop to come in and petition for those roads and those improvements. And we can go through the same process here that we do with these other improvements.
So this is a start for next year,
That's correct, yeah.
so before it's too late to get them in.
Yeah, you saw with this year's project, our 2016 projects, that we were able to add, an extra block because we planned ahead, got out early in terms of the bidding process, and we saw very favorable bids. We want to be in that same position in 2017 in terms of the bidding process, and hopefully we can get good prices again.
So I got a motion and a second on the table. Any other discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll.
Hurkah,
Yes.
Liljegren,
Yes.
Zilka,
Yes.
Cancelar,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Bushik,
Yes.
Knopfler,
Yes.
Boyer.
Yes.
Carries.
Anyone got any reports? Announcements?
You still have to, send this around, sorry for the delay. I'm studying this so much, though.
Take your time, Vikings aren't playing this week.
8:11, we will adjourn. Thank you.
But they still gain the half.